Hi, everybody. Bradley Dennison here, Director of Educational Technology Services again. And for those of you that are unable to attend our face to face, let's go with orientation introduction to Desire to Learn Brightspace here at the college. I wanted to put together a quick video to show you all the basics of the system. Once you've logged in at com.brightspace.com, you'll be greeted by the front page of our version of the LMS, Learning Management System. First up, we have the upper level nav bar. College of the Mainland logo will always take you back to the front page of D2L.com. So if you ever get lost in a course, just click the College of the Mainland logo to come back to the front page. As your career at the college continues, you will have more and more classes, and so this is going to be the course search bar. This is our notification center. Right here for the envelope, we have instant messages tool. This works in the LMS, much like any social media app. You can communicate with student peers in your courses, but you also have the ability to connect with friends from other classes and communicate with each other within the LMS. The email tool from the same icon, the envelope, is going to be working through your Outlook account. So those emails will be sent from D2L to Outlook to the intended recipient. Next up is going to be the subscription alerts. This is related to items like discussion board posts that you can subscribe to and find out more as things are actively commented on by your peers or instructor. Finally, if you submit work, we have the update alerts, and this will let you know if something has submitted or if something is due soon. You also over here, our next icon is going to be your student area. It should have your initials if you have not already uploaded a picture of yourself, and it'll have your name. From here, we have the profile. And in profile is where you're able to add your picture if you'd like, and some information about yourself. We come back up to the top, click on your icon, we go to the notifications page. This will take you to a page that has links to both the App Store and Google Play Store for the Brightspace Pulse app. You also have the ability to connect a phone number for text message reminders and updates from the system. If you want a summary of activities sent to your email, all you have to do is tell it how often. It can be never, daily, or weekly. And finally, you can customize those notifications that come to your email and your text message system right here. We're going to go back to the top, and back to the student icon. We're going to go to account settings. You have the ability to add your pronouns of choice. All you have to do is click the box and then tell the system what that is. You have some choice for shrinking or enlarging the font in the system. Some settings regarding how reading content is triggered in the system, as well as making a better connection for lower internet speeds for video playback in the system. We're going to go back up to the top. You also have the ability to look at your overall progress. Nothing going on for this student right now. And it is where your logout button is. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click back onto the front page by going to the College of the Mainland logo. Here on the lower bar of the top is going to be Brightspace resources, links for you to learn more about D2L all right here. System check if you want to make sure that your computer has enough power to run the LMS, and most do. The contact support is more localized for College of the Mainland. This is your first option for submitting a request to DE support here at the college. A link to download Office 365 from our IT department and other helpful items. Speaking of support, as mentioned in prior videos, you can always get live 24/7, 365 support by clicking Need Help here in the bottom right-hand corner. Type in your question, hit submit. It will respond with a initial reply from the artificial intelligence. It says, oh, you want to know about grades? Well, here's some information about grades. It may not answer your question, so you can always ask a follow-up question, or you can contact support via email or here in the chat window. I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Again, this is your welcome banner, so it'll always greet you by name when you come into the system. Your courses live in this module. This student user is enrolled in every class, so we're not going to look at all of that. But your fall 2022 semester classes will be here. And most users should be enrolled in an orientation called Online Learner Workshop. Feel free to reach out to the EdTech department via our support site if you are not in there right now. More help for getting started in the system. Announcements are for site-wide updates, typically for more major announcements than just specific classes. You have the ability to ask questions about how to operate in Brightspace here, a helpful FAQ widget for our students. And as you get into your classes, this will populate with upcoming items that are due. And you'll also have a calendar for the same. All right, so that's the front page here for D2L Brightspace at College of the Mainland. Let's go into a course. For accessing a course, all you have to do is go to your selected tab for the semester and click right on the tile card for what you want to get into. But I want to go to a specific one for the purposes of this video, my little fake history class. Once you're in your courses, the lower level nav bar has changed quite a bit. The upper level nav bar, not a whole lot. Mainland logo takes you to the front page of the LMS, the Learning Management System. Now we have a new clickable item here that takes you to the front page of that specific course. You can also click Course Home to do that. So if you're deep in content or working in assignments, discussions, and quizzes, all you have to do is click either of those to come back to this front page of the class itself. You can access assignments directly here, discussions directly here, and quizzes directly here, as long as the instructor has them set to be available to students. And you have your grade book here, so you would just click in there to see how you're doing in the class. Under course tools, you've got a few other options to look at for like your calendar. Eventually, we may be using awards for badging, kind of think of it as gamification of things. So you have a few other tools here. Course resources, on the other hand, again, another link for the EdTech DE support page, our College of the Mainland tutorial video for students, a link to the virtual library, and again, more options from tutoring, and strong suggestions for online test taking. Number one is be sure to take long exams with a wired internet connection. Nothing worse than losing internet during an important test. If we scroll down, first we of course have the banner that tells you your course. We have the visual table of contents. This is how you get into your content, or you can click content here. For now, we have your teacher's profile up in the corner here, and so you can get an idea of who you're learning from. A nice introduction is always pleasant. Your announcements tool. This is probably going to get moved over here to make more room as these are getting longer. This will tell you if you have work specifically coming up in this class. And again, you have the calendar option. So what does it look like when we get into content? Well, again, we can click here or we can click here. For this instance, I'm going to go with content at the top. And here you will see unit folders. So for instance, if we have the README first content, we'll just click on this item to open up what's in there. Click on an item, it displays here. If you're working from the D2L Pulse app, it'll be more like scrollable content that you're familiar with from sites like TikTok or Instagram. But you just keep scrolling and clicking through the content until you get to an activity or a video. When you get to a discussion or a quiz or an assignment, it'll load up a little differently. Let's see if we can find one of those right quick. And so as you can see, this is a discussion. View the discussions in the discussions tool. You say go to discussion, and it will open that activity up in a new tab or in a new window on your phone. And so we'll go back to the front page of the LMS. And thank y'all so much for watching this brief introduction to D2L Brightspace at College of the Mainland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell for regular updates for student content on our YouTube page. Thanks and have a great one.